Claire took the bracelet and put it on her wrist. She looked at it and asked, "You made this yourself, didn't you?" "Yeah," Charlie nodded. "This shell pearl bracelet is supposed to help calm your nerves and help you sleep. It can also protect you from bad energy and keep you safe. I was running out of time today, so it's a little rough. I'll make you a better one when I get the chance." Before he could finish, Claire smiled warmly. "Thank you. I love it." "You like it," Charlie said, breathing a sigh of relief. The diamond necklace he'd given her before was incredibly valuable, but Claire rarely wore it. She preferred a simpler style and didn't care much for gold or diamond jewelry, avoiding anything too flashy. But this simple bracelet seemed to make her genuinely happy. Seeing how much Claire liked the bracelet, Elaine muttered angrily, "It's not gold or diamond, just a bunch of worthless shell pearls. What's the point of that?" Charlie just smiled, not bothering to argue with her. It was better if Claire didn't know its true value. If she did, she'd know that if this power bracelet were ever sold, a wealthy collector would easily pay over $1 billion for it. After giving Claire the bracelet, Charlie went downstairs, found a same-day courier, and mailed Christian the warding charm and the premium card. This way, he considered his business with him settled. At the Knox estate, Owen Pierce was sitting in the main armchair in the great room, his face dark and silent. He had come to Orris Hill for one reason: that clam. It contained deep-sea pearls, which were essential for crafting powerful magical artifacts. Their value was immeasurable, but he never expected that Charlie would ruin his plans, snatching it right from under him. He gritted his teeth in pure hatred. Stephen stood nearby, his hands clasped respectfully. The reputation of the metaphysical emporium was well known, and the Knox family certainly recognized Owen Pierce's authority. They all stood to the side, waiting in silence. Christian smiled warmly. "I never expected Mr. Pierce to visit my home. The Knox family is truly honored. What brings you here today?" Owen took a slow sip of his herbal tea, set the cup down, and spoke deliberately. "I ran into Stephen at the auction, and he invited me to take a look at your family's fortune." Christian had been ready to give Stephen a piece of his mind, to teach him a lesson about sneaking out. But when he saw that Stephen had brought the famous Owen Pierce, he held back. "Mr. Pierce, please, take your time." Owen nodded. "If I'm not mistaken, the Knox family has had some terrible luck for the past 2 years. I suspect someone in the family is plagued by something sinister. There was a bloody disaster last year, and as for this year—" He paused, looking around the room with a mysterious air, and then sighed dramatically. "I believe the Knox family's luck has run out. If this continues, your family will be ruined, and everything you've built will be destroyed." As soon as Owen finished speaking, the color drained from Christian's face. He quickly said with great respect, "Mr. Pierce, you truly are a master from the metaphysical emporium. My family has indeed been cursed with bad luck. Please, you have to help us." Everyone in the Knox family was stunned. Owen Pierce was a true expert. Everything he said was spot on. Charlie still hadn't replied, and Christian was getting anxious. But now, with the famous Owen Pierce right here in his home, it felt like he'd been thrown a lifeline. He asked quickly, "Mr. Pierce, is there a solution?" "Of course. There is a way," Owen Pierce said slowly. Then his expression suddenly darkened. "But looking at your house, I fear there has been some kind of dark magic at play here recently. Something that has ruined your energy alignment and sped up the Knox family's downfall. If this is allowed to continue, I'm afraid your entire family will be dead within 6 months." Dark magic? Christian was stunned for a moment. Charlie was the only one who had advised the Knox family on their energy alignment recently. Christian had complete faith in Charlie and quickly said, "Mr. Pierce, are you sure you're not mistaken? There was a Mr. Wade who helped me, and his methods were very effective. He's not some fraud." Owen snorted coldly and shouted, "A person who pretends to be a ghost is an expert at deceiving ignorant people. If you're willing to believe him, then I'll just leave." "Mr. Pierce, please stay," Christian said, panicked, quickly stopping him. "Please, explain it to me. What is wrong with Mr. Wade's methods?" Without raising his head, Owen reached out and pointed to the center of the room. "Bring me a bowl of water." Christian quickly ordered someone to bring a bowl of clear water. Owen took the clear water, muttered a few words, dissolved a few charms in it, and then flicked the water onto Christian's eyelids. Christian opened his eyes and was immediately terrified, stumbling backward. "Mr. Pierce, what is this?" He suddenly saw a strange layer of black smoke covering his house. Moreover, hovering over the heads of the Knox family members were wisps of gray, lifeless air, and their faces were pale, like a group of zombies. Owen snorted. "I opened the eyes of the sky to you. What you see is negative energy. Your family members are all in grave danger and will die soon." Christian was so frightened he collapsed into a chair and muttered, "What can I do about this?" "It's okay. My being here today must be fate," Owen said. He took out a protective charm and handed it to one of the Knox family members. Christian suddenly saw that this protective charm glowed with a faint golden light, and the golden light immediately diminished the wraith hovering over the person's head. Owen flicked his hand in front of Christian, and everything he was seeing suddenly disappeared, returning to its original state. "This is—" Christian broke out in a cold sweat and said hurriedly, "Mr. Pierce, you're a miracle worker. Please save the Knox family. I'm willing to pay whatever it takes. Saving a life is its own reward. That's why I came here today," Owen said. He took out dozens of good luck charms and handed them over. "Have your family carry these with them, and it will naturally get rid of the bad luck." Christian took them gratefully, but hesitated. "I wonder, Mr. Pierce, how much are these worth?" Owen waved his hand. "Getting rid of bad luck is a good deed in itself. I don't accept money for it. But if some charlatan tries to trick you into spending a lot of money on a magical weapon, you must not fall for it." Stephen, standing nearby, couldn't help but chime in. "Uncle, I told you Charlie is a liar. He took money from our family, and who knows what he spent it on. You have to get that money back, or we'll sue him for fraud. Let him rot in prison." Skylar frowned, thinking. For some reason, she felt that Owen was the one who seemed like a liar. That Charlie, aside from seeming a little lazy and not the sharpest tool in the shed, didn't seem like a bad person. In fact, a lot of the time he gave off this feeling of mysterious depth, like a deep, dark lake with no bottom, or a deep ocean trench. "You shut up!" Christian glared at Stephen, then turned and respectfully said to Owen, "Thank you for your advice. I will definitely keep it in mind." Owen nodded meaningfully, got up, and left. As soon as Owen was gone, Stephen immediately said, "Uncle, Owen Pierce is a famous master from the Metaphysical Emporium. How can a liar like Charlie even compare to him? This time, Mr. Pierce solved all our family's problems, and it didn't cost a penny. Owen Pierce didn't charge any money, but Charlie scammed our family out of a fortune. He spent $100 million, and all we got was a piece of a broken shell. It's a total scam. You're too naive. How could you give him so much money? If word gets out, everyone in Oris Hill will call the Knox family a bunch of fools." Christian was silent, but his expression had turned suspicious. Owen's reputation was indeed very strong, and the things he had just shown him were so vivid they had to be believed. More importantly, Owen didn't take a cent, while Charlie spent over $100 million at the auction. The more he compared the two, the more he felt that something was wrong with Charlie. Just then, a housekeeper for the Knox family knocked on the door and only stepped inside after getting permission from Christian. "Mr. Knox, there's an express package for you." After speaking, he handed over a small cardboard box. Christian frowned. After unpacking the box, he found a charm lying quietly inside. Looking closely at the charm, it was just a thin piece, about the size of a matchbox, threaded onto a cheap red string. It looked exactly like something you'd buy from a souvenir stand at a tourist trap. Christian looked at the sender's name and saw the word Charlie written on the label. He then looked at the note attached to it. It had only a few words written on it. Warding charm. Hang in the main hall to ward off evil. When Stephen saw it, he immediately cursed. "Uncle, this Charlie is treating you like a fool. Look at this piece of junk. He probably bought it from a street stall. How is this supposed to help? And he gave us this thing after we paid him over $100 million. He had the nerve to mail it to us. He has zero respect for you. You tell me, if Charlie isn't a liar, what is he?" Stephen was furious and said sharply, "Uncle, let's go find Charlie and get our money back. If he skips town, we'll be out a huge amount of money." "You, just be quiet for a second and let me think," Christian said, rubbing his temples. He stared at the warding charm, but he couldn't see anything special or magical about it. After a moment of hesitation, Christian called the Knox family members together. With a serious face, he announced, "This is about the life and death of the Knox family. It's extremely important. Tomorrow, I'm going to see Charlie and demand an explanation. All of you must wear Owen Pierce's protective charm. Don't take it off for any reason." "Yes," everyone replied. "Uncle, I want to go too," Stephen said, gritting his teeth. "This Charlie guy has caused me nothing but trouble. Now that I've seen his true colors, I want to be the one to deal with him." "You? Do you think you can take him on?" Christian frowned. "But if you're really set on going, you'd better bring a few bodyguards. Find out where Charlie will be tomorrow, just to be safe." He paused and then added sternly, "And remember, I'm not telling you to bring guys to start trouble with Charlie." "I'm worried you'll do something stupid and get yourself beaten up again." Stephen was thrilled and said immediately, "I understand." Christian said coldly, "The Knox family might not be at the very top, but we will not tolerate being scammed. If anyone tries to deceive me, they will regret it. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. If Charlie is really a fraud, pretending to be something he's not, I won't let him get away with it."